It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn. And
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes?
They were all eight were victimized, meaning this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Justin Bieber's confession about how Diddy allegedly made videotapes while abusing him, and this shocking revelation has just come to light. Released after a federal court summoned Justin to testify. What he revealed is truly shocking.
Like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when somebody say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas, man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, Nick was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time.
Justin Bieber has long been outspoken about the abuse he faced in the industry, but it seems he's finally naming those involved in the alleged exploitation. In a newly resurfaced interview with Apple Music, Justin can be heard revealing how he still feels ashamed because of the things that were done to him.
it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So if she ever needs me, I'm gonna be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her,
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my number.
Yeah.
We peel back the layers of this conspiracy, it becomes clear that the lies run deep, and the victims were forced to remain silent. Diddy has now been revealed as the mastermind behind what is shaping up to be one of the worst scandals Hollywood has ever seen. What's even more chilling is that the very people Diddy abused were often the ones who provided him with new victims, individuals who were groomed and taken advantage of, only to later become perpetrators themselves, continuing the horrifying cycle of abuse.
Get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
The result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day.
Shockingly, it seems everyone in the industry knew what Sean Diddy Combs was doing to Usher, Justin Bieber, and other minors. These elites didn't just remain silent, they were complicit. Allegedly, there are tapes implicating several high-profile celebrities, including Drake, Justin Bieber, Rihanna, and even Nicki Minaj, in intimate encounters with Sean Diddy Combs. These tapes are reportedly being sold on the dark web for hundreds of millions of dollars.
Evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net. to the highest bidder? Why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
That really disturbing footage of Bieber, Odell Beckham, and Trey Songz.
Yes.
Like, and Trey's like literally sitting there playing lookout.
Playing lookout as Justin Bieber goes down on Odell.
The boy came up with his mouth wet.
Mouth wet.
What?
These tapes have already been seized by the FBI and Homeland Security. Courtney Burgess, a close friend of both Diddy and Gene Deal, has recently come forward and testified before a federal jury. Alleged subpoenas have been issued to anyone who was in contact with Diddy during the time the crimes took place. Additionally, 8 video files stored on 11 different flash drives, showing Diddy engaging in intimate relations with minors, have also been recovered by Homeland Security.
Include descriptions of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if they were. Right.
Sure.
Appear to
Let me
be,
rephrase
right.
it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah.
meaning this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
These tapes are set to confirm what many in the industry have been speaking out about for years, that Diddy exploited minors, including Justin Bieber and Usher. This is how Usher's career took off, and when he realized Diddy had his sights set on Justin, he began managing him in an effort to curry favor with Diddy. Gene Deal, a close associate of Sean Diddy Combs, has spoken out about the conspiracy theories surrounding Diddy's alleged abuse of minors, hinting that there is much more to the story than what has been revealed.
To drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of like suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and you know they're making a lot of allegations.
Same way they made allegations about Usher. When Usher was younger.
I mean, do you think that there's any credibility to these allegations?
When there's smoke, there's fire. Why would Diddy be tapping this kid in his chest to see if he wired? And asking him, are you wired? Why would he be confronting that kid? Why would Justin Bieber make a song about, what is it? I got smashed at a Diddy party or something like that? Why? There's reasons behind all this. So, where there's smoke, there's fire, Cam. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, Justin, he's been real quiet about this. I mean, I think like a lot of the other celebrities.
I was reading something, Cam, and the kid said after he went to Diddy camp, he started using drugs so heavy and was smashed every day. What would cause a kid who wanted to be an artist in the music business all of a sudden to start getting high and drinking and popping pills and smoking? What would cause a kid to do that?
I mean, usually trauma.
Or a Diddy party.
Usher has bravely spoken out about the abuse he suffered at the hands of Diddy as a minor. He revealed that Diddy forced him into situations no child should ever have to endure. During Usher's time at Puffy's Flavor Camp, he was exposed to sexual activities that he didn't fully understand or know how to process. In Usher's own words, he was just 13 years old, and Diddy should never have subjected him to what he did.
New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like a living.
Life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Justin Bieber wasn't the only minor allegedly abused by Diddy. There have been disturbing rumors suggesting that Diddy even went as far as grooming his own son. Eyewitnesses and reports from people close to Diddy claim that his son, Christian, was subjected to grooming and abuse. In an episode of Art of Dialogue, Freddie P discussed this, recalling how he witnessed Diddy attempting to groom his stepson.
Deeper questions that I be wanting to know, like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations, because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets, because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age, because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separated with him, and you provide him with everything he wants. Why? He got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets. He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody, because his legacy, I mean, his manhood gonna be, and not only that, his brother not gonna look at him crazy. Only Puffy know, only God and Puffy. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, who's infatuated with another man's son now? I got, oh, that's his daughter's brothers. Get the out of here.
This kind of behavior is all too common in the industry, and veterans like Tom Hanks have witnessed it repeatedly. A dangerous power dynamic is often created, where young stars and impressionable minors are coerced or bribed into offering their bodies to industry elites in exchange for success. The biggest victim of these manipulative tactics, who also became one of the biggest stars as a result, is Justin.
I feel violated right now. Wow. Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad. Wow, look at your eyes. What music you listen?
Would you rather we have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer Justin Bieber.
My parents never gave me the sex talk. Okay. So why don't you give me the sex talk?
I feel uncomfortable right now.
Oh.
Why do you want to know the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird.
The courage of individuals like Justin Bieber, Usher, and others who are stepping forward to name those responsible is crucial in breaking the cycle of abuse and ensuring accountability for those involved. Stay tuned.